And we're gonna talk about, have you figured out yet? Do you know what we're doing? I'm trying to like very sassily raise my eyebrows and I end up looking like a little chicken. We're doing eyebrows today, in case you couldn't tell. I'm gonna talk to you about my favorite products and cheaper versions and just like all the good stuff that is involved in eyebrows, how to properly fill them in with your face shape, and how to just live life. I prefer to fill in my eyebrows after I do my whole face, and the reason that I choose to do that is because then you don't have to worry about foundation getting in there. I use a lot of loose powder. I don't want to change the color or the tone or the tint of my eyebrow with all the loose powder getting in there. So once I have everything on my face, then I go in and do my eyebrows. And I'm about to reveal to you guys what my natural eyebrows look like. So I'm telling you right now, be prepared for what they look like, because you may start crying, you may scream, you may run and hide, but guess what? The good news is it's only gonna get better from here. And most importantly, I just hope you guys have the best day of your freaking life today. Just go out and live it up and be nice to people. Let's jump right in and let's get into these suckers, huh? All right, these are my eyebrows. Can you see them? I can't. Yeah, they're a little bit there, but oh my gosh. I've tried everything. They said, F you, we're not growing back. And I'm okay with that because I filled them in, and I'm gonna teach y'all how after I get a drink of water. There are so many different eyebrow products on the market, but there are only a select few types. And it's all about, first of all, it's what you can afford. It's all based on your opinion. Like, some people may hate Anastasia Beverly Hills and they might be a big e.l.f. brow product. You know, like, there's no right or wrong answer to what your favorite brow products are. And make your own decisions, because we're all grown adults here and we can drop it like it's hot. First things first is like a brow pencil, where you act brow pencil. So if you're going for more of a natural look, what I recommend is going in with an eyebrow pencil. Anastasia has the Brow Wiz, which is basically like an eyebrow pencil, but more in like a retractable form. And it's a little bit creamier. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, sometimes with eyebrow pencils, you really have to like work that shit in. Guys, these are like $18, okay? I understand that's expensive, because $18 to me is like a meal for me and my boyfriend at Panera. There are cheaper options out there, so don't be afraid to test around, like NYX. NYX is one of my favorite, I guess they're considered drugstore, but they have a retractable brow pencil, which is the same type of setup. Same type of setup as the Anastasia. Okay, so they both have this on this side, and then they have your little spoolies on the other side. They look almost identical, and their colors are very similar. So $18 versus like $7, okay? My favorite brow product, I use it every day, the Anastasia Brow Definer, okay? And what's different about this compared to the Brow Wiz, still has a spoolie. It's basically a pomade in like a stick form. So see how on this side it's a little bit thicker and this side's a little bit more pointed. So this side is going to give you the same effect that the Brow Wiz will do. This side will help fill in larger areas. And then you can just kind of, I don't know, it just helps. It cuts time in half for me. I just and call it a day, you know? You feel me? Benefit just came out with their whole brow line too. Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And honestly, when I first tried this, I wasn't a fan because I was like obsessed with this. Same design, similar, different, a little bit different of a shape. It's more of like a rhombus. It's a rhombus. or like a diamond, I don't know. But same basic principle, you know, different sides will give you different effects. And I've actually kind of really learned to like this one. But this one compared to this one, the benefit is a little bit more warmer tone, and I prefer a little bit more ashy tone. If you just want a really super light fill-in, you have fabulous brows, you may have like a little bit of a bald spot or something, you can just go in with some brow powder, you guys. And once again, NYX coming through. I really like their dark brown. Just what it looks like. It's got a couple of different colors. Again, Anastasia. This is her ash blonde and taupe. So there's powders, and then there's pomades, which I used to use the pomade a lot, but I prefer the more natural, like fluffy brow. I don't really like the whole painted on look, and some people do, and that is great. Good for you. I don't like that. So this is kind of what a pomade looks like. It's just kind of like a creamy texture, and this is in blonde. And then when you swipe it on your hand, you just use like an angled brush. You can use something like this, or a small eyeliner pencil. So pomades again are a great option, and you can follow the same steps with them if you like a thicker coverage, or you know, they're good for the more like painted on, the Instagram brow. Are you ready for this? Na 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 na. 10 points to Gryffindor if you can figure out what song that was. Not what song, what movie that was in. And to Gryffindor only. Figure out what shape of brow goes best for your face and your face only. You have the only face of you in the whole entire world. So certain rules for you will not apply to everybody else. And if you want to use like a white liner or something to kind of map out or figure out where your brows are going to go before you fill them in, feel free to do whatever you want. And just remember that practice makes perfect. This is kind of where your guidelines are going to be at. It's going to be like right in the middle part of your nose, going straight up, and your nostrils. Those are going to be your guides. And your irises of your beautiful eyes. Going cross-eyed. Start at the nostril, okay, and go straight up. Right here. That's technically where you want your brows to start. Okay, so same thing on this side. Nostril, straight up, right here. So I'm gonna need to add on a little bit of hairs out here to kind of pull it all together and make my face look like a beautiful work of art like Mona Lisa. Yeah, I just compared myself to Mona Lisa. I'm okay with it, are you? Still starting at your nostril. Look straight. Go through your iris, right? The middle of your iris up to here, through to your brow. That is where you want your arch to be. The top of your arch to be. Okay? So mine's pretty, I kind of have shaped mine a little bit so when I fill them in they don't look so like Groucho. Because I used to fill them in just to my natural brow shape and they were more like straight across, and I like a little bit of arch because when you have a little bit of arch, it's going to pull your face upward. Okay? Now where you want them to stop, stay at your nostril, go to the end of your eyeball, straight up like this. Bam. Okay? So once again, straight up, here. Tilt it through your iris here to the end of your eye here. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. So let's just get started and jump right in, and I'm going to be using the brow definer. Poor little babies, they look so sad. I'm sorry. Life is so cruel to you. Alright, first things first, brush them through so you don't have any wonky hairs like chilling like that. Guys, this is like pathetic. This side right here, the little sharp point. And I just do that just to give myself like a little outline so what I can go in and fill in. Okay, so starting, wherever you choose, just slowly go in and start to build your shape up. okay? And it might take a couple times of practice to get it the way that you want it to, so just be aware of that. And like going down here like this, that is when I use this like, that is when I use this side right in here, so you get that flat like meow. Where, so like I've already filled in just where my eyebrow hairs were to make it one continuous eyebrow, okay? Now I like just looking at it from here. I'll go in and fill in these later. Just looking at the eyebrow right now, I kind of want my, like when I'm relaxed, I kind of want my eyebrow to be up a little bit more so it lifts, because I have very deep set eyes. So I would like a little bit more pull to bring my face upward. Barely, any little bit goes a long way. When it comes to the filling in the front part of your eyebrows, I prefer a little bit of gradation. I don't like to be as heavy as it is in here, and I like to create little hairs so it looks natural. A lot of people don't like the square it off, like I keep saying, it reminds me of chiclets on your face. Ain't nobody like chiclets unless it's a chewing gum. So I just like to go in and create little hair marks with a brow wiz or a angled brush or whatever. Start with the bottom half first, because then I can go from the bottom and then go up, 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 which you're about to see. So just kind of watch how I do it. Okay, so I just kind of created how far I want my eyebrow to go out. Using that sharp point again, right here. I'm going to go in and create little hairs. Okay, let me just zoom out so you guys can see how that has completely changed my whole face. Okay, here, in here. See how my face just looks so much more defined and like symmetrical and upwards, and this one's like, what up y'all? Take your spoolie or any like lash comb or, you know, anything that you can use, or a disposable mascara wand, anything, and you're just gonna comb through to make sure all the product kind of gets in there evenly. And this also can kind of help remove any excess product that you may have overdone. Okay, so if I put too much on this side, I can just take the end and kind of drag it and just kind of clean it up. Alright, so this is the final result, you guys. We got some eyebrows that are ready to raise the roof. So I hope you guys learned something. If you didn't, I'm sorry, and I'll work on that. If you have any questions or anything, like, feel free to ask, feel free to comment. I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't even have 100, so I got all the time in the world to answer your questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share me with all your friends. I want to meet all your friends, and when I say all your friends, I mean all your friends. So don't forget to share my link. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to be coming out with stuff every week. Now go on out there and put on your fabulous eyebrows and call it a day.